Karens are some of the most annoying people cops have to face. So here are two cases when the law had to use extra measures to handle these challenging encounters. September 8th, 2023. Police responded to a call from a Comfort Inn regarding a disturbance caused by a woman in a bathing suit on the second floor. The hotel management requested that she be removed from the premises. When the sheriff's office arrived, they attempted to speak with the woman to resolve the situation peacefully. However, the woman refused to cooperate, demanding to know the reason for the police presence and why she couldn't access the pool.
If you don't open the door.
If you don't open this, you're going to go to jail.
I'm going to DFAX, and I'm going to my lawyers. I want you all to calm down for a minute.
Unlock the door, please.
And I will unlock it for you.
Okay, go ahead and remove it.
Now,
Unlock it.
might I ask why?
Because we're telling you to.
Do you have a warrant?
I don't need a warrant.
Don't need one.
Why was that lady?
You're going to jail.
All right, you've been warned.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yep, so are we. Open the door.
What do you want me to do, baby?
Unlock
Open
the
the
door.
door.
Okay, are you going to arrest me?
Unlock the door.
No, go get my lawyer.
Okay, now you just...
The confusion, tensions escalated as the woman insisted on her rights, questioning the officers about their authority to detain her without a warrant. Despite repeated requests to unlock the door and comply with their instructions, she continued to resist, further aggravating the situation. Eventually, the standoff led to the officers warning her of potential arrest for her non-compliance. The exchange became increasingly heated as both parties struggled to defuse the conflict. The woman's insistence on legal representation and the officers' attempts to enforce their authority resulted in additional charges of resisting arrest. The incident highlighted the challenges faced by law enforcement in managing such confrontations, where misunderstandings and refusals to cooperate can quickly escalate into legal consequences for all involved.
To the roots.
Cool. You just got trespass after warning and resisting.
I'm going to leave if it's all right then.
Yeah, come on
you
out.
are leaving.
Come on out.
I believe that the hotel across the street tried to poison me over chlorining it. I tried to go there last night to run from the guy that I believe is a pedophile above my head. And then I was refused service at 2 hotels. I've never been in this hotel. I say to myself, I'm going to go
Room
to the pool,
326.
enjoy the pool, then go about all this city freaking business that I
She insisted on speaking with her lawyer, refusing to comply with requests from the officers. The situation escalated when she was informed she was being trespassed and faced charges for resisting arrest. She explained her actions, mentioning a disturbing encounter with someone she believed to be a threat, prompting her to seek refuge at the hotel. She recounted being turned away from 2 other hotels earlier that night, adding to her frustration. The woman expressed her urgency to secure her belongings and ensure her financial security, citing personal losses and family matters as reasons for her distress. She repeatedly asked the officers to unlock the door, expressing concerns about being rushed or misunderstood.
deal to some people, okay?
Right. Well, open the
Just
door.
like something getting poisoning.
Unlock the door, please.
Sir, I'm just asking. I told you guys about Wilson's thing that was closed.
Remove that lock and we'll talk further.
Well, might we go outside so that I can...
Yeah,
I think
step
that
on
sounds
out.
like an excellent idea. Why don't you unlock that door?
I'm trying to compromise.
Despite attempts to reason with the officers, tensions remained high as both sides struggled to find common ground. The woman mentioned previous discussions and sought to continue the conversation outside for a better understanding. She appeared willing to compromise, emphasizing the need to access her belongings and attend to personal matters. As this continued, it was evident that both parties were attempting to find a resolution, albeit with differing perspectives on how to proceed.
Just calm down. You don't have to break in the door. Just
Apparently
calm down. Just chill. I'll open it.
Unlock it. Here we go.
Look, man, what do you want me to say to you?
Fantastic.
I want to speak with my lawyer.
Okay, you're going to need a lawyer.
Yes, you do. Sir, chill the fuck out, yo. You are an abomination. And who might y'all be? Age, weight, number, motherfucker. How many of us have been fucking dead? Oh! Yes, sir, I will.
Amid escalating tensions, the situation reached a critical point when the woman, despite initial resistance, agreed to open the door. However, emotions remained high as she continued to assert her rights and express frustration. And finally, the officer, perceiving a threat or non-compliance, deployed a taser, escalating the confrontation.
Alright. Go ahead and sit up.
I'm so sorry. Might I have this?
Hold on.
Where's your wallet?
My wallet is in my...
Is it in your purse?
I believe it's in my beach.
Beach bag.
Yeah, bro.
Later, she complied with the officer's orders, placing her hands behind her back and apologizing for the situation.
Yeah, I brought it with me.
Despite her cooperation, she expressed fear and confusion, insisting she was merely someone's daughter caught in a distressing predicament. Her plea to speak with her lawyer underscored her desire to assert her legal rights. The officer assured her she would have the opportunity to consult with her attorney. Despite the tense atmosphere, the woman remained apologetic, imploring the officers not to take harsh actions against her. She mentioned her wallet, which she believed was in her beach bag, highlighting the personal belongings she wanted to safeguard. As the situation progressed, the officer appeared to check her for any substances, asking if she had taken anything that day. The woman denied it, explaining her heightened state of distress.
They flutter around like they can do whatever they want. And it's very hard when that happens. Especially when you've paid.
You live right down the street on Rampart. Why are you here?
Because that guy lives above. It's like this weird thing with my aunt and the babies.
Then the lady explained that she was facing significant personal challenges. She expressed frustration with a previous encounter where her concerns were overshadowed by other matters, making it difficult for her to receive the help she needed. Despite eventually seeing a therapist, she lamented the limitations of mental health services not covered by legal mandate. She described feeling powerless against authorities who seemed to act with impunity, particularly when financial resources were already stretched thin. Her fear stemmed from a specific individual living near her, further complicating her sense of safety and well-being. She tried to establish a more personal connection, revealing her name as Cassandra in an attempt to humanize herself amidst the escalating tension. Despite her efforts to cooperate and seek understanding, she faced the prospect of arrest for trespassing, prompting her to plead for a moment to compose herself in a safer environment.
And the therapist was more concerned with me, Leo, than with getting the information across to the therapist. I was able to go after I got out, so I must have been able to say something. Because they've been shaming me since I got here. And you know, like, it's hard to find private investigators. I asked for the private eyes number, it takes some days.
What's that? What do you think?
After resolving a personal issue with her hair, the woman recalled an incident where she had to request multiple times for a mental health evaluation. Rather than a psychiatric assessment, she expressed uncertainty about where she would be placed and feared a drastic measure like having her head shaved, which she believed would distress her. She mentioned a probation or supervised release status due to possession of methamphetamine, highlighting the specific conditions imposed on her. Despite seeking therapy, she felt overlooked amidst concerns over the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, which complicated her access to necessary services. Reflecting on her experience, she discussed challenges in finding private investigators and sought their contact information. Her thoughts turned to her housing situation and concerns about individuals she perceived as threats. She expressed frustration over delays in addressing issues related to her health, including the administration of medications.
Get you some shoes. You get your little sandals there, and we'll
Might I
walk
put
out.
on
Okay.
some clothes? My stuff
Hey,
together.
hold still. Hold still.
I have a oneie in the closet.
Hold still.
Oh. It's just like a one piece. I bought it.
I'm not gonna be able to get that one out without.
I don't know if he's gonna be like. I don't know. Like, I'm gonna go to prison for 8 years if you guys take me off instead of being able to do my
I
business.
didn't do that to you.
Yeah, you did when you let Ellen sell me like a slave.
You're gonna stop tensing up.
I have $200 classes on
Stop.
goddamn box so I can get into that fucking
me,
studio.
and you're gonna walk like
and
a
it's
grown-up.
my
Watch,
studio.
do you understand me?
Yes, sir, I do.
you
Yes,
understand
sir,
me?
yes, sir. Do I say no or what do you say?
Right.
Can I speak to my rear while we're here?
The situation escalated as the woman was asked to stand up and prepare to leave. She requested her sandals before being led out, expressing anxiety about leaving her belongings behind. Concerns about potential consequences, including a lengthy prison sentence, weighed heavily on her mind. She accused someone named Ellen of betraying her trust, likening her treatment to being sold like a slave. Despite the tension, she requested a cigarette, seeking a moment of comfort amidst the turmoil. She reiterated her desire for someone to retrieve her belongings, emphasizing the importance of her possessions. The lady apologized for her action, attributing it to the chlorine, and recounted previous disturbances involving an individual named Tide. She reflected on recent unsettling encounters, including an incident where she felt threatened while trying to secure her door.
He made her $700,000. He wasn't a dumbass. He was a good son. Don't you think that my little class ideals might make some good money?
This way.
Well, the golden hoop on my mag light, that better not come off, because that didn't come in the building. I knew when she came out there to cause me problems, asked me what that lady was doing last night. Is there tulip in the lemonade? Maybe.
Later, she emphasized the need for cooperation, urging them to act together in a coordinated manner. Reflecting on recent events, she recounted interactions with a therapist regarding issues in her residence, involving financial matters and family dynamics. She mentioned another person's actions involving legal documents and financial transactions, which seemed to complicate matters further. The woman expressed frustration over perceived actions aimed at causing trouble for her, questioning the motives behind recent incidents. She posed inquiries about activities that occurred the previous night, seeking clarification and possibly reassurance. The conversation revealed her concerns about ongoing disruptions and financial issues, adding to her already stressed state.
Go, Daddy, okay?
You're not going to put no more plugs in me, are you?
No.
Okay, because I did see a guy with his head shaved and a plastic probe in him. I don't want that to happen to my eye.
Lean back.
You understand, Fafavillian? Oh,
The Rays are the ones that do the probing.
Got it.
that seat. Sorry, I didn't
I
want
think that was the only.
The mention of berries and lemonade hinted at a lighter moment, perhaps an attempt to find common ground or ease tension in an otherwise serious situation. References to VHS tapes and items tucked away suggested a nostalgic or personal connection, albeit unclear in context. There was mention of a plastic probe and concerns about avoiding an undesirable outcome, indicating a heightened sense of caution or fear. The discussion shifted abruptly to smoking and directions for movement, showing a fragmented story that seemed to jump between different subjects without clear transitions. The mention of firing and effectiveness hinted at a more serious incident involving law enforcement, with details about charges related to resisting an officer and trespassing adding gravity to the conversation. Despite the scattered nature of the dialogue, it ended with a call to engage and respond, inviting feedback and interaction. A recent incident in Florida, caught on body cam video, shows a deputy using a taser on a woman inside a Walmart. The woman, Brandy Jo McGowan, 32, was confronted by the deputy after she refused to drop a knife despite repeated commands. This dramatic event unfolded after McGowan had been threatening customers and employees in the store. Deputy Christopher Whitty responded to a call about a disturbance at the Walmart on South US Highway 441. According to reports, McGowan had been brandishing a brick and a knife, causing alarm among those present. A store manager recounted that McGowan had opened a packet containing a pocket knife. When the manager tried to intervene, she managed to grab the knife and threatened him, telling him to stay back. She then moved to the clothing section as employees attempted to calm her down.
Now! Drop it.
When Whitty arrived, he immediately assessed the situation and drew his gun, demanding that McGowan drop the knife. Despite his clear instructions, she refused to comply. The body cam footage reveals Whitty repeatedly shouting at McGowan to drop the knife, but she continued to ignore his commands. During this tense standoff, McGowan made some unclear statements, including a claim that she had not killed her family and a mention of a man named Bill. However, authorities later clarified that there was no evidence to suggest her statements were connected to any real events.
Drop the knife now. Drop the knife.
As the situation escalated, Detective Pamela Thomas arrived to assist. Her presence provided Whitty with the chance to switch from his gun to a non-lethal option. He chose to use his taser on McGowan, who was momentarily distracted. The taser struck her, causing her to fall back stiffly, bouncing off the shelves before hitting the floor. This intervention successfully disarmed her, preventing any potential harm to others. After her arrest, it was revealed that McGowan had ingested approximately 4 grams of methamphetamine earlier that day. This detail added context to her erratic behavior. Authorities took her to a hospital for evaluation before she was booked into the Marion County Jail. Notably, the store manager indicated that Walmart did not wish to press charges for retail theft. McGowan's case is set for a court appearance in May. As of now, online records do not indicate whether she has legal representation. But if you think she was crazy, then you haven't seen this video at your left-hand side.